All right, so we spent $41.20, and since it's the FIFA World Cup, my son came up with the great idea that we're gonna build a mini foosball table. All right, so let's go. Now, quick backstory. Somebody gave me a $50 gift certificate for Home Depot and challenged me to build something for the home. Now, since $50 doesn't really get you much, I thought maybe I'd make some planters or a bench using some 2x4s, but then my son came up with this great idea. Now, today's his birthday, and we've been watching all of the World Cup games together. So he said, let's make a foosball table, and I said, let's do it. Now, I've never built a foosball table, let alone a foosball table with only $50. So the challenging part is finding everything that I need and just freestyling it. Now, for the box, I'm going to use some sanded plywood, and here I'm just removing the sticker using a heat gun. And then I'm going to start marking out all the sides that I need. Like I said, I'm basically freestyling this, so each one of these sides are going to be about 5 inches high. And also what I did is run some tape over the line that I'm cutting. That just prevents the plywood from chipping, and you'll get a much cleaner edge. Now, as far as measurements, I didn't really have a plan going into this. I just said I'm going to keep it easy, so I just chose even numbers and something that's easily divided by 2. Now, these 2 pieces are going to be the goal, and to get rid of these ugly stamps, I'm just going to use some 220 grit sandpaper. And I'm going to have my son paint them with the green that he picked out at Home Depot. Now, while that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and measure out the holes for the dowels. Now, that's going to be the handle, and I'm going to use a drill bit that is the same size of the dowel, because you want it to slide nice and easy, but you don't want it to be too loose. Now, you're going to need holes on both side walls, and I suggest putting a little piece of scrap wood underneath so you don't drill through the table, like I did. All right, so now that we have all the holes drilled, I'm going to put these to the side and start measuring out the lines for the foosball field. And again, I didn't use any measurements. I used the goal to line up the first box. Then from there, I just lined up the middle of the field. Took some tape, a roll of tape to mark the circle. And then I just used some tape to mask everything off where I didn't want the white to get on. Now, the tape that I'm using is a delicate surfaces tape. And the reason I'm using this tape is this tape was designed for freshly painted surfaces. And later on, when I peel the tape, I don't have to worry about the paint underneath peeling too. Now, my son's going to go ahead and paint the white lines with the color sample that we picked up at Home Depot. And since painting is his favorite part, I look forward to letting him paint something whenever I can. So pretty much any project where I can let him paint something, I do that, and he loves it. And now that the paint is dry, I'm going to go ahead and peel the tape. I'll go ahead and do some touch-ups in all the areas that need them. Okay, now that the field is ready, I went ahead and printed out some fans. I'm going to use them to fill out the background, so I'm going to glue them to the side pieces and behind the goal. Now I'm just using some spray adhesive to glue the red team to one side and the blue team to the opposite side. I'm going to go ahead and glue the side pieces on. And once I added the glue, I went ahead and used some 1/2-inch brad nails. Now with the brad nails and the glue, once that dries, that should be solid enough. Next, I went ahead and cut the dowels and left about 5 inches on each side as the handles. Now I wanted to add some nets to the goal, so I went ahead and used these paint strainers. These are 1-gallon paint strainers that we picked up at Home Depot. And I'm just going to secure these with some super glue. Now, one thing I wish I would have done different is leave a little bit more slack inside of the net so that when you score that the ball actually goes inside of the net. But that's something to keep in mind for next time. Now, for the players, we went ahead and printed out Argentina and Portugal, of course, because of Ronaldo and Messi. And I'm going to go ahead and glue these to some 4x2-inch strips that we cut from the plywood that we had left over. Now, once I had glued them down, I noticed that they were a little bit too small, so I had to remove them all and start over. So I made some new prints, added some new adhesive, and now I think they look much better. Now, I could have went ahead and glued the players directly to the dowels, but I went to the dollar store and picked up these little clothespins. And the reason I did that is if I ever want to exchange players or use a different team, it's easy to swap them out. Now, for this, I just used some regular wood glue, let it dry, and now we have a foosball table where you can substitute any player at any time. Now, of course, we had to test everything with some head-to-head action, and you let me know in the comments who you think won.